Hi, this is Lauren Clark here at CPAC. I'm here with David Pattinson. So David, what is the latest with your foundation?
Well, we're here at CPAC just to get an idea of what happened during the last presidential election. You know, why young people flocked to President Obama, why they didn't support the Republican candidates here. So the focus for my trip here to CPAC is to learn that. As far as the foundation goes, we're directing more of our attention to the US. We've got a 50 Jobs in 50 States bus tour coming up, so that's a focus of mine for the moment.
And with young people regarding politics and Obama, what have you learned when here in the United States? Why do you think they tend to lean more Democrat opposed to Republican?
I mean, I'm not someone that focuses on political parties so much. I'm all about issues. I'm all about youth jobs. Now, obviously, in the last election, a lot of people thought that President Obama was their candidate and he would help them into jobs. You know, you look at the economic circumstances here over the last sort of 4 years, and they've been tough. And so young people felt, hey, maybe they've been tough, but I think they're about to turn around with President Obama. We'll see if that's the case or not. My focus isn't so much on the politics. It's all about, execution of solutions and how do we get careers advisors to really take the lead and help young people into jobs. Where are the jobs in America? Where do people go to find them? Are they in the city that someone lives, or do they have to move to the other side of the country? Do they have to move to the northern part of the country where there's all this energy exploration? Do they have to move here to Washington, D.C.? We've got to go and find out those answers and then direct that information back to young people. I don't think they're getting this advice at the moment, which is why I want to step in and help.
Very good. And regarding youth issues and how you feel really passionate about it, what do you think youth really does care about in America?
Well, I mean, the reason I'm passionate about youth issues is that I felt that, when I was at university, it was all about, work hard and a great job will be waiting for you when you finish. And now you actually finish. And there's a limited amount of jobs nowadays because you're competing with China and India for jobs. I think it's better off as a young person to be an employer and hire, relatively inexpensive labor in the developing world and, build the products you want to build. Work on the projects you want to work on. There's so much technology young people have. On the one hand, you've got this issue of, hey, there's not many jobs, we're fearful of the future. But on the other hand, all you need to have is an iPhone and you can connect to, billions of people around the world. And that's growing, and that's an amazing opportunity. So it's an exciting time to be a young person.
Who do you think has been your favorite speaker and has really talked specifically about youth issues?
My favorite speaker here was Donald Trump yesterday. He's a business guy. It's not all about business, but Donald Trump's someone that's employed a lot of people. He's had a lot of success, and his kind of looks at everything from a different angle. He's not a sort of machine politician that's coming in here talking about legislation or who's to blame or whatever. He's talking about ideas for helping people into work, and that's exciting.
And do you think youth is starting to get involved into politics, seeing that they need to care about their future and job creation?
Yeah, young people are conscious of the problems out there. I think we've had this tendency in Western societies over the last decade or two of young people need to go to university and don't really need to get any work experience until they're at least sort of 25. I would say they need to have a lot more work experience younger. I want to get more business people and entrepreneurs into classrooms, get kids as part of their education, into the workplace at a really young age and find out what they like and what they don't like. And then they've got a great platform to have success when they get older.
Thank you, David. I appreciate your answers. I'm Lauren Clark here at CPAC with DPAF.